Hi everyone, it's QuickyBaby and welcome back to World of Tanks. And today I'm going to be playing the best tier 9 light tank in the game. And yeah, it's certainly, definitely not the Shelmer, that's for certain. I'm really surprised it's not the Char MLE 75 from a win ratio difference perspective. I absolutely love that tank, but it's actually not doing that well for players considering how good they are who are playing the vehicle. So the best all-round tier 9 light tank is the T54 Lightweight. Who would have thought something that has armor as well as scouting capability will be rock and roll inside World of Tanks? So I recently 3-marked the T54 Lightweight. It was actually a really fun 3-mark. And just checking I've got all my equipment ready. Yeah, let's go. Okay, so firstly, let's talk about the fact, yes, Uncle Scrubbly Baby is wearing glasses. If you didn't watch my previous video where I was playing live, yeah, towards late October, I'm wearing glasses now when I'm playing or spending like extended periods of time reading things specifically on a computer because my right eye is just not quite as good as it used to be, and so it kind of gets more strained. I don't need glasses everywhere, but trust me, like, it's massively reducing the eye strain that I have on my right eye. It's making me feel a lot even better when I'm just walking around just without my glasses IRL. Well, to be fair, I am IRL all the time, but like, yeah, not locked inside video games, right? Okay, so T54 Lightweight on this map. For some reason, I'm playing Recon. Oh. I didn't really want to play Recon. I hate Recon. It's awful. Let's see if this game lasts than maybe like 3-4 minutes. Okay, so T54 Lightweight. There's two ways that you can play this map. One is that you can scout. Two is that you can be a little bit more of a brawler. So I'm going to go for the brawling build here. This vehicle actually weighs 30 tons, and so having controlled impact on your driver does allow this thing to ram pretty much whatever. Oh, this could be a very fast game of World of Tanks. This could be, you know what? F it. Take it. That's right, I'll ram you for 700, I'll block you and I'll take you with me, and then I'll go down into the swamp. This'll work. Maybe not. Well, let's see if I won the ram duel. Okay, I did 700 damage to him, and I tracked him, and I only took 273. That really shows you that controlled impact is important. Okay, look. Mulligan. Recon is trash. Let's go get into the random. But still, best to get through that, in my opinion. To try and take the vehicle out rather than just make my way up towards the center and then have a hard time. If I could go back, I would have probably rammed the G-Saw in this scenario. I think ramming the G-Saw would have been a great result as well. Oh, what a surprise! A 5-minute game in Recon. Yeah. I can't wait to just never have to play this again. A complete accident to even go in there in that scenario. But at least I showed you just how good this thing is for ramming, and shows you how important it is as well to have controlled impact on a vehicle like this. So much so that I've actually decided to take the reinforced spalling protection on this vehicle. While it will make my reverse speed significantly worse than it could be, I feel like it's worth it just to be able to take that minus 15% ramming. All right, let's get out of Recon as quickly as we can and face our second round, or should we say our first real round for the T54 Lightweight. So yeah, the reason why this thing is just so dominant is because of just all of the aspects that I've talked about. Yeah, you can see I'm making my thumbnail while I was waiting for that awful round on Recon to come out. Because it's just got armor and firepower, and it can just take the fight to a light tank on the enemy team, or even take a fight to the medium tank on the enemy team. And it also has 16% base camo, which means that you can get the camo rating of this vehicle up to a very good level as well. Okay, it looks like it's a T54 Lightweight showdown, but unfortunately for me, the T54 Lightweight on the enemy team also has Char Future 4, who's probably going to be gunning for him. So I'm going to be switching out from the previous build that I had, which was like a full firepower build with the aiming device, because this thing's accuracy is horrible. Its gun handling is actually really good. It's got 0.08 when moving, when turning the turret, and 0.06, so definitely don't recommend vert stabs on this tank. The aiming device actually allows you to be a lot more proficient, especially at mid to long ranges. Of course, when I'm bombing it around, the vert stabs will still probably be better than the aiming device on this tank, but I feel like it's a worthy sacrifice just to be able to get that aiming capacity of mid to long. All right, but this time I'm actually using the vision system exhaust, which will allow me to be a little bit sneaky and hopefully be able to spot my opponents as well. But hello, Mr. Lorraine, you want some? I'll give it to you. So this tank, it has very bad gun depression, but luckily this slope actually kind of just keeps me in there, and good night, sweet Borask. So I got spotted there. I'm not sure if it was the Lorraine that saw me. It could have been, because he was 426 meters away. Or it could be that they have a T-54 Lightweight in the bushes there. Maybe I can hit this Indian Panzer. Whoop, come on. Just come forwards a little bit more, Indian Panzer. You'll be fine. Absolutely fine. Okay, I'm going to do a little bit of a test here. I'm just going to get that bush spotted. I'm going to fire up into the air and see if I get spotted. I do. So I'm almost 90% certain that there's someone in that bush. I'm pretty sure he's in that bush. And this is going to be incredibly awkward. Can you blind fire the bush? Okay, there's another way that I can actually test if he's in that bush. If I go around here, and then I make my way up here, and then I drive towards the bush here, with that in cover. Okay, there's a Char over there. So I don't think it was that Char who was seeing me. Is that the platoon? Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's the platoon. And the reason why he's poking out is because his friend is getting blind fired. That's what happened there. So I know there's a guy there. I'm pretty sure there's a guy who's sitting in that bush. Yeah, look, there he was, and he was getting blind fired, and he didn't like that at all. I don't think he'll spot me here, so I'm going to keep him lit up for my team. And then I'm going to get him again. And that's just... Honestly, it's just World of Tanks 101 there, really. Knowing what bushes people are going to camp in, communicating that to your team, and getting the bush location now. So I've pushed him back. So I can use that bush to avoid vision from the Char Future 4. The Conqueror, unfortunately, going through the center. I can't really push a Char Future 4. He's just going to absolutely trash me. So yeah, that's not going to happen at all. But what I can do is still just use this bush to cover myself from the Char. Just make myself a little bit more forwards there. And I should be able to outspot and hopefully get the 3 Borasks on my team behind me. The 3 Borasks on my team behind me. Doing what they are going to do. It's an opportunity to really be like hyper-aggressive here. I've got to go a little bit further over because otherwise I'll get spotted. Oh, he's gone back into that bush. I'm in a lot of trouble now. Oh no, I got double hit. At least I hit that guy. Anyone want to shoot? No? You're just going to look funny? Got that Char spotted again. Oh, this is awkward. If that Conqueror comes back or even the IS-6 starts to nail me, I am in so much trouble. Looks like he knows what he's doing as well. This is really irritating. Nice. Okay, you know what I think the players, once I've got my repair kit back, is I actually have to go over there and then kill the T-54 lightweight while I move, hope that they don't hit me. This is my only chance, otherwise I'm going to die anyway. So I'd rather take my chance and go out on my horse like this. Perfect. Oh no, Char. Come on, Armor, work out for me. Work out for me, please. Work out for me. Work out for me, Armor. Come on, team, help me out. No. Maybe I shouldn't have blocked him there for that last little bit. I totally stand by what I did. I felt like I played this game optimally. I went into the bush. I figured out where the T-54 lightweight was. I got my team shooting him. Then my team lost the center. I made a good play to get rid of the T-54 lightweight. Just doesn't matter how good of a light tank you're playing in this scenario. Just don't feel like it was meant to be. So my team actually managed to take that one down. Happy. It looks like I'm kind of getting carried in these games so far. So you know what? I was going to say don't count your chickens before they hatch, but that makes no sense in this scenario, right? That's kind of like hoping that I'm going to get wins in the next. So I guess what I'm trying to say is never look a gift horse in the mouth, right? So, yeah, I do feel like I outplayed that T-54, but he ended up getting 2,600 spotting, so GG to him. Way more than me from a combined perspective, and we only get kind of like about 2,100 out of that game. Well played to the Borask on my team. Yura, that's an anonymized name. Who's the real name? Condick. Good carry in your Borask. GG. All right, these games, they're fast. They're furious. That's what the T-54 lightweight is all about. Hopefully we get an opportunity to like slow it down a little bit and actually play that kind of scouting role, or sometimes not, because sometimes all you want to do in a T-54 lightweight is just get stuck in, because it's kind of like blurring the lines between a light tank and a medium. Well, no wonder why it's got the best win ratio for a light tank. Imagine this thing getting matched up against, I don't know, like WZ-132. But WZ-132 is kind of like medium-ish. It's like 20% of a medium, but this thing's more like 50% of a medium within that regard. However, when you're playing on a map like this, it doesn't really matter how good of a light tank you are. This tank sucks for light tank. Sorry, this map sucks for light tanks. And let me tell you, Wargaming, why are you making the life of all of your light tanks and your tank destroyers so difficult and making it so easy for heavy tanks and mediums? Stop trying to just make it easy for the smooth brain tanks. They're just so easy to play, you know? Long gone are the days where it's kind of like 5 artillery and then you actually had to kind of like worry about playing a heavy tank. I mean, look at the 60 TP on the enemy team. They're called low IQ Layla. playing in a 60 TP, which is, it's a great tank, but do you have to be the smartest of players to have successful games in a 60 TP? Not all the time. Not all the time. So with a T-54 lightweight on this map, I could go down and just absolutely raid that EBR-90. Could be kind of fun. What I'm going to do is I'm going to show you a position that I've been liking using recently to start with a few cross shots, and that is knocking down this tree here. I've been doing this with my mediums especially. It works very well with mediums and lights. And you could just get a nice easy shot, and Wargaming doesn't really expect there to be a bush here. So you can get like an open shot, or even two sometimes, on people as they cross, and you're very quick to be able to fall back. Nobody really thinks about this. Everyone's looking here as they come around the corner, right? However, it doesn't look like the enemy are pushing. So my job as a T-54 lightweight now is to try and extend the vision of my team and try to probe the enemy's defenses, right? And when you've got some armor, it's a lot safer to probe defenses than when you don't. Oh, here's that 60 TP low IQ. What? They must have just pushed just as I decided to leave that flank. Okay, if that 60 TP locks me down, I'm going to be in a world of trouble. So I'm actually going to leave. I'm going to go towards here. I'm going to sneaky in. I'm going to switch to a gold round. And then I'm going to try and sneak up into this bush. They shouldn't spot me. And then we can try and prepare for a shot, either on the 60 TP or alternatively on the Chofuchir, who was spotted there. They don't see me. Now they do. Nice surprising position, right? You'd be surprised the great kind of shots that you can get off here. Alright, I would push, but oh, he's getting scared. They're thinking of running, so I think I can push before taking 750. Let's get the IS-7 in. Char's -1. 60 TP's on reload. So let's go after low IQ Layla, who unfortunately isn't going to just have low IQ, they're going to have low hit points very soon. They're going to try and shoot me? No, thank you. Just kidding. We're going to get 2? Not quite. Beautiful. Look how fast this thing is. And it's really hard to stop this thing from doing what it wants, you know? And the fact that you feel like you've got armor that just sometimes works out, it is a really good tank. This was a very pleasant 3 mark for me recently. And I thoroughly recommend that everyone can give this tank a go. You don't even have to be like a hardcore light tank player, because you could have medium tank kind of skills as well and still naturally can transition into this vehicle from that perspective. There's probably going to be tanks up there, tanks around here. Are they going to push me here? They are. Well, I think they're better at pushing into the garage than they are at pushing me. I don't think that 121 can depress if I go over here. Oh my lord, everything's just dying when I look at them. It's kind of like a Saving Private Ryan moment, right? Alright. As in the part where Tom Hanks is just shooting his pistol at, what was it, the tiger? I think it was a tiger, wasn't it, in Saving Private Ryan? And then suddenly he thinks he's blown up a tiger with a pistol. Oh, I kind of want to push, but I also don't want to die. I want to push, don't want to die. These are the hard decisions that you have to make in life. Oh my god. This thing's got HP, hasn't it? Want to push, don't want to die. No! Nice, he missed. Cobra's on reload. Concept's on reload as well. Good. This thing's such a great brawler. Such a great brawler. Somebody said there was a way to be able to go up here, by the way. I think if you can, like, vault up here and then you make it up to there, then you can actually sneak all the way up. I think I might try it. Let's try and practice it for the very first time on a live YouTube video. Best way to make your live YouTube videos is to practice things, right? I think it's, like, up there, and then I think I have to wiggle and then make it above that rock. No, I'm a noob. Alright, let's go in and get some shots. I think if I was to go there and then turn... Yeah, I think if I can just wedge myself up there a little bit and then I turn, I could easily make it. And I should be able to easily make it in a T-54 lightweight. I think you can make that in way slower tanks. Alright, let's just go get in. The feeding frenzy is here. And Uncle Scrubs was just trying to do a little bit of learning. That's the good thing about World of Tanks, though, is you've always got to try and learn, especially in games where you're winning. Why not try and learn as well at the same time? And then maybe you've got a tactic for when it matters. For later on. when the games are tight. But yeah, not a bad game. I probably could have got another 2 shots in here. I'll take 2,300 combined and 2 kills. And this was just the perfect example of what this tank is good for. It's this really good, just all-round support light tank. And while you could see that the second best tier 9 light tank was the AMX 1390, and that's because that thing's just got that big mag for just dumping in shells. Yeah, our T-54 lightweight, we finished 5th on damage. We probably would have finished 3rd if I had focused up a little bit at the end there. And we get 3rd on experience. Easy. Easy money. All right, let's go again. More T-54 lightweight. So yeah, my tips and tricks for this vehicle, as I've said, I just recommend gun rammer vents and an aiming device for one of your builds. Oh, the pressure is on. Oh no, I got the best light tank map in the game and I've got to play live for YouTube. Oh god, this Prokhorovka can either be the best map for a light tank or it can be a worst map for a light tank, right? We're either going to cry ourselves or we're going to have a great game here. All right, let's do it live for YouTube, boys and girls. No cherry picking. All right, so there's multiple ways to play this map. One way in a light tank is to make a bit more of a defensive play and just to go knock over the tree here and then sit in that bush and wait for them to come after you. But I feel like still trying. I feel like still trying to be a little bit more aggressive. So what I'm going to do actually is I'm going to try and stop the enemies from getting up into this bush. So I'm actually going to go to like these bushes here. Hope I don't get bum rushed by the EBR-90. And I don't want to let like a Shelmer up there. That's what my plan is right now, just to not let the Shelmer up. But I got to be careful that the EBR doesn't crest the ridge. If the EBR crests the ridge, I will get spotted and I might get absolutely nuked. So I should be okay here. Good, good, good. Okay, good. Let's try and get into a position where I can see up there, through there. Should be good. This thing's pretty hard to hide in these bushes, actually. But yeah, now I will spot the Shelmer if he tries to go up there. I don't think I'm going to get spotted in the side here. I am pretty fat, though. I don't think I'm going to get spotted. Oh, man, this makes me nervous. If I get spotted here, it's going to be good night, sweet baby. If I see that guy fall back a little bit, I'm actually going to push forwards a little bit into the next bush because I feel like it's thicker. I think this bush is thicker. Oh, dude, am I too fat? I think I'm hidden. I'm pretty sure I'm hidden. Saw that Centurion 7-1. Oh, this makes me nervous. This makes me very nervous. I should be okay. I should be okay. I'm seeing that moisture in that EBR-90 just needs to chill out for a little bit. I've also got a better escape route. In these kind of situations, it's always important to think about your escape route. And my escape route, if I see somebody tearing their way down there, will be to go across here. Alright, so the Shelmer isn't spotted. The EBR-90 isn't spotted. And that's concerning, because the Shelmer and the EBR-90 are my two mortal nemesis here. So I'm just gonna stay hidden. I'm gonna keep my gun facing where I think that I'll receive a shot from and where I might get a shot in. Okay, come on. Is that Shelmer going into the dip or not? I can just stay here for a second. If he goes into the dip, I need to go into the dip as well, if that makes sense. Because if he was going to go into the dip, he's clearly going to spot me here. And then if I'm not in the dip when he's in the dip, I die. So if you see that someone's going to commit to the dip there, you have to go into the dip as well, even if you're not spotted in that scenario. But if I see that he, like, curves round the ridgeline there, then I actually don't need to pursue him. My team got a little bit of good chip damage in on him there. Hopefully these two artillery will just keep putting shots into the moisture. I actually have a TVP above as well, which should get some good shots in. Okay, so we've got the Shelmer spotted. The EBR still hasn't been lit up yet. And I'm just going to keep chilling in this position. Just going to keep chilling. If my team continue to put pressure on that moisture, that's just free damage. Char Future 4, free damage for the TVP. People are pinging up there. There's no one up there. Who's pinging up there? E75? I'm pretty sure there's no one up there. I don't think an EBR could have got there. But then again, an EBR can get like 50% camo, so the EBR might have been able to get up there. I very much doubt that the EBR is up there, because he'd usually be getting some deeper vision. But what are you going to do? E75 just seems to believe there's someone up there. I just saw a tree fall there. A tree fell back there. Oh, that's so useful. Oh, there we go. That's what I like to see. Good. E75 is really thinking that there's someone over there right now. Really. Okay, I'm a little bit concerned that we might be losing the eastern flank, but I've just got to hope that my team managed to hold that. The EBR might be up there, irrelevant of me trying to stop him from being up there. By the way, if you're looking at the minimap and thinking I don't have 445 meters view range, that's not correct. It's a bug. I think I've got about 445 to 450, so I've got it at least towards the white ring, which is the maximum spotting distance of 445 in World of Tanks. And the vision system will do better than coated optics, I feel. Good, I got communications expert, so that's going to give me an extra 2.5% crew skill. That's 1.25% view range, which will help out. A little bit more camo as well, tiny little bit more camo as well on this tank, probably about 0.25% camo as well with that amount of crew skill that just came in. I'm just going to have to chill, just going to have to wait. I don't think I'll get spotted by the char in the side. Bushes are actually slightly larger than they seem to be in World of Tanks. I feel like there's quite a big grace area for bushes. But again, if I see someone just come down there and proxy spot me, I'm going to be so sad. I'm going to be so sad. I got 1,600 spotting here. And what this position is basically just to stop any of the lights from getting close enough to really start to put pressure. But as I said, you could knock the tree down there, especially if I'm in a medium tank and I'll sit there. It's a lot safer, but the problem with that is that you won't spot people who are coming here, and you don't usually get such deep vision over there. So I've had some big games in that bush before. I've seen some people have some big games in that bush before. But I do feel like getting forwards and trying to get some more vision towards the mid-ridge is really paying off. I mean, look, that Moistion in the 277, sorry, the Object 7032, they've lost nearly a tank's worth of hit points from my vision alone. And it's hard to say exactly what my team will have been doing. Alright, so we're just going to take our time. One of the most important things on Prokhorovka is to realize that you have 15 minutes, and you must make use of those 15 minutes. Okay, what's that on the hill? It's the Shelma and the Char? Okay. That's not good. That's not good. I'm fairly sure now that the EBR might have been able to sneak up there, and there's not much that I can do about it. I think that... Oh, I know where the RT is now, by the way. SPG. SPG, always mark the SPGs. Can always be able to help out. And there's another SPG over there as well. SPG as well. So they're both there and there. What's my plan? Try and start to push for the Borsigs, or just try and spot the mid-ridge and get the vision on those heavies as they crest? I mean, I'm spotting that TS5 now. So I gotta hope that the Lerva and friends chill over there. Dude, the guy doesn't even have any camo. Am my team gonna shoot him, or are they just gonna look at him? There we go, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about, guys. Yeah, I think this position's still valid. It'll be interesting when the EBR decides to make his hero run. And I think my guess is this game will be won or lost depending on whether the EBR makes a successful hero run. If the EBR gets rid of me, he will win. If I can manage to get rid of the EBR, then I will maybe have him as well. See. The thing is that I know, well played to the EBR, I respect what he did. I felt like I played this game optimally. I'm really happy as well that I knew what was going to happen every single stage during this battle before it did. And that's the thing in World of Tanks, especially when you're playing your light tanks. A lot of people think it's just you go and sit in a position. And while I did just sit in a position here, it's a case of I sit in that position, but I know what's going to happen. And hopefully then you can adapt. Unfortunately, you can't really adapt to losing 819 hit points and being set on fire by a Rheinmetall Borsig. Anyway, ladies and gents, this is a disappointing result for me. Only 3,200 combined in the T-54 lightweight. Just didn't really quite work out for me here. But yeah, well played to the EBR for that hero run at the end. They deserve to take this game down. And unfortunately, I just couldn't quite stay alive for long enough in this one. But GG. Anyway, that was the T-54 lightweight. I'll have to try and make it up to you by actually putting footage out from my my 3 marking in the T-54 lightweight, because this definitely wasn't like 3 mark games that we were having here today. Anyway, really hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give a thumbs up. If you hated it, give it a thumbs down. I really hope some of this useful insight as to light tank positioning and light tank meta and how to kind of like counter the enemy light tanks can help, even if unfortunately sometimes it just comes down to who makes the first play and who has the bigger gun shooting for them. Anyway, hope you have a great day, whatever you get up to. I'm trying to finish maneuvers at the moment. I guess I could show you a little bit in my garage. So this is actually, I'll talk about this in a separate video, but this is the first Clan Wars campaign that I've participated in pretty much forever, with the clan Invest, which I'm investing into. And yeah, as a clan, we've actually got a bunch of people, myself, who are in the top 9,000 players, which means that we will be getting the tank for free. So I'm continuing on grinding. And it's beautiful to see that we've got a lot of other players who are getting a load of bonds, and we'll also be able to have the points to be able to bid on the Clan Wars tanks as well. So yeah, look forward to it. Anyway, guys, have a great day. And pray for Uncle QuickyBaby that he continues to do pretty okay in maneuvers. And if that's the case, you're going to have a footage of Uncle QuickyBaby playing a Clan Wars reward tank on his main account for the very first time.